Hi Taurus, my name is Marlissa. This is At Word from Mars Tarot, and this is your bonus reading. So I want to thank you for your views in the October predictions. I really appreciate that. So especially while I have under 100 subscribers, if your regular video during the week reaches more than 100 views or 100 plus views, then you will be getting a bonus reading. So this week I have just been doing collective readings based on the planet that rules over the day. All right. So I felt like, you know what better day to drop your bonus reading than Friday, because you are ruled by the planet of Venus, and Venus rules over the day Friday. All right. So if you like it here, if you love it here, please like the video, subscribe, and also share. Sharing definitely helps. Um, we're going to get straight into it, Taurus. Now, one thing I will say, because I have a new deck, I am not responsible for what happens if you say these love spells and whatever happens, all right? That's going to be on you, and that's going to be your business. I'm just putting that out there. And keep in mind that anytime you think thoughts a lot or things that you say, those can already be spells and all of that. But you do have 2 love spells here and 1 love meditation. I am going to read from you out the book, The Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. I'm going to read you 2 pages of it because I feel like it's really important. So off bucks, the signs that I see here, Taurus, are Taurus. So you could be connected to another Taurus, or it's just confirmation for you. But Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio. Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio. So you could have any one of those signs in your chart. Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, rising, North Node, South Node, or you can be connected to any one of those signs as well. So off bucks, we have you showing up as the overall energy of the spread. Teach. So I feel like you, Taurus, you may be teaching somebody, all right, about something that like you've experienced in your love life, or you're going to be in that place, all right? Or you and your current or future partner could very much so learn and teach to one another, all right? Very sign of Taurus energy. In traditional tarot, that would be the Hierophant. So I'm going to read that to you because also in this deck, it kind of reminds you to be mindful of who you seek wisdom from in relation to your love life. All right. Keywords here: shepherd, advise, learn, wisdom, reflection, beliefs. Although the name of this card is teach, it brings the dual energies of both teaching and learning. You have much wisdom to offer regarding affairs of the heart. This wisdom has been gained through all your joys and your sorrows. At this time, there may be an opportunity to assist someone regarding a relationship. That person may even be you. When the opportunity arises, remember the shepherd, one who gently guides his sheep along the desired path. Use that same gentleness in guiding yourself or others. There may also be an opportunity to learn right now. This could take place in many ways, through conversations, observations, or even reflection. Take a moment to reflect on what you have already learned about your relationships and what you still want or need to understand. Then seek a teacher who will help you arrive at that understanding. The downside of the teach card is when our teachers want us to, they put teachers in quotations right there. The downside of the teach card is when our teachers want us to blindly follow their direction. In relationships, this often leads to restrictions and disappointment. These teachers come in many forms: family, friends, society, and so on. If a relationship is not going smoothly, maybe it's time to examine the beliefs you hold about relationships. Are they truly your beliefs, or have you unintentionally accepted the beliefs of others? Beliefs that no longer serve you. The affirmation to go along with this card. All right. In matters of the heart, I offer what I know, learn what I don't know, and remain true to myself. All right. So the next card that I'm going to read is actually the confront card. So it's time to face some things, like maybe, when it comes to matters of love, like before you're able to teach others what you do know, Taurus, you may need to confront some shit within yourself. All right. And things that are like shoved down. All right. Um, And this deck, it's called the Confront card, but in traditional tarot, it would be known as the Moon. And um, it would be for a sign of Cancer. All right. So some of you, maybe like when I see this card, because it seems like he's looking back at himself, but yet a younger version. So when I see this card, like some of your childhood wounds may be hindering your love life. All right. Or there's some self-love that needs to, go down and take place in order to improve, your love life. A lot of self-care too. All right. That's like my intuitive message. But for the book here, keywords: fear, question, explore, courage, illusion, clarity. Introspection and clarity are important at this time. Feelings that have lain dormant are now coming to the surface. They may have been a part of your subconscious for some time. They're referred to as your shadow self and represent all your fears and delusions regarding matters of the heart. So I'm gonna have to pull out my shadow work deck, y'all. You may have concerns about examining these issues, but know that when an issue rises to the surface, it's ready to be faced and healed. Have the courage to acknowledge and confront these newly emerging feelings. Look at them from all sides and try to determine where they first came from. When and how were they planted in your subconscious? Question the validity of these feelings. Often they were based on your childhood imagination and are no more than illusions. They're not appropriate for your adult relationships, yet they persist. They're not based on reality, but they're powerful influences and can affect your relationships in major ways. They can even prevent a romantic relationship from manifesting. Have the courage to explore your beliefs and misconceptions about love. You may find that these emerging feelings are based not only on your limited perceptions, but also on what you actually saw or experienced as a child. Know that whatever your reality was then, it does not have to be your reality now. You are no longer that person. Examine these feelings and gain examine these feelings and gain clarity on who you are and what is true for you regarding your relationships. The affirmation: I examine my feelings about relationships and release what is no longer my truth. Again, in traditional tarot, this is known as the Moon. So y'all know I got to come and pull my shadow work cards real quick and see what's going on. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of other people. Carl Jung. May this oracle deck awaken you to greater authenticity by working through any hidden shadows of your personality. So let's see what comes out here. Because there's something in your subconscious, whether it's even like you watching your parents, growing up, and you thought that you didn't attach yourself to certain beliefs, but you did. Like there is something really deeply rooted in your subconscious that is impacting your love life. All right. And for some of you, it could really be blocking like marriage. Did only one card fall? Well, this card is on brand for Taurus. Two more. Shadow messages for Tauruses. That was at the bottom of the deck. Okay, I'm not going to take all these. So I'm going to put those up because about 7 cards fell. But I'll take the one that flipped over. So at the bottom of the deck, we have Vengeful. All right. Find a better way to heal your anger. This negative emotion comes back full circle. Tauruses, y'all can be vengeful for sure. All right, but the cards actually popped out for you. We have Possessive. You're clinging onto someone or something way too tightly. Learn to let go. Love has no ownership. Everyone has free will. Tauruses, I feel like y'all really struggle with that. It's so crazy because it's like y'all Tauruses, one thing I love about y'all, every Taurus that I know or Taurus placement, y'all know how to keep it so P. But then at the same time, possessive as fuck though. Possessive as fuck. So I guess it's like it just takes like certain people to maybe like bring that out of you. But sometimes y'all don't even be in love with the person and still be like possessive. All right. This is the card that I said was at the bottom of the deck. Resentful. Think loving thoughts for the person or yourself that you resent. It's restricting your emotional happiness. So it sounds like there's some, forgiveness and such that may need to take place, Taurus, all right? With someone you're resentful towards. And then we have addictions. Think about the emotions you are trying to cover up. Deal with these emotions. Deal with those emotions. Process, heal, and release. A lot of Tauruses like luxury. So sometimes your addictions look like spending and like overspending, or like spending money that you don't have, or like you're buying things that you really don't need, so buying things to make yourself feel better, and or your relationship with food. Like those are two things, because again, Taurus is like comfort, just like Cancers do. So it's like that may be something that Tauruses comfort themselves with, is like food. So you could be, these things, don't be hard on yourself about it, but these are things to work on and heal. Addictions, resentful and possessive. So being possessive, having feelings of resentment, and addictions. All right. Just want y'all to keep that in mind. I get it, Tauruses, though I do. All right, so let's keep going with the rest of the reading. So there's a need for you to engage in self-care, all right, and be in the present moment with this Just Breathe card here. Some of you may be seeing 4 or 4 or 4. Some of you may also be seeing the number 5 or seeing the number 2. All right, but just breathe, all right? Just breathe. That may be in relation to things that have really hurt you, or when you're working on your shadow work. It's a reminder to just breathe. All right. We have helpless and hopeless. Helpless and hopeless. So this card is really sad. All right. It's usually connected to a lot of like mental, torment, and being trapped. All right. Trapped in your own fear. All right. So, fear is something that, fear and anxiety are something that are very present here when it comes to your love life. So even if you try to act like you don't care about it, whatever the case may be, like, it's present. This is next to the confront card. I think some of you guys feel like you'll never be in control of your fears, or like your fears are the ones that are like winning. But it's like, no, all you have to do is embrace your shadow side. I'm saying that like it's so simple. Embrace your shadow side, all right? And realize that, okay, some things may be ending, or something may have ended, but use the world as your oyster. You see all this light around him and how he's like this, like he's ready and willing to accept it, all right? So it's like, embrace that. Yes, something is ending, but I've also succeeded at something here. There's something that I learned. There's something new that is coming towards me. 21, this card in traditional tarot is the World card, sign of Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. And this is the last card out of the like major arcana cards. So after this card, you have like, what? It's either the Magician or the Fool. I think it's the Fool, actually, which is a new beginning. So you are being called to embrace that, like, you're not helpless and hopeless. And even if something did end, like, you still have a whole new beginning that's coming. And I do feel like this reading is a little bit heavier for you, mentally and emotionally. So we have the heart chakra here. The mantra with this card is I love. So eat green vegetables and fruits, wear green. What is it called? Patchouli. I'm very bad at like the herbs and all of that, and actually knowing how to pronounce them. I'm real bad. So, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Patchouli or something. It smells really, to me, it smells really good. But I think that is connected to the heart chakra. So you can even like look up certain like scents and herbs and such that are connected to the heart. And if you're an incense girly, you can get some of those, or maybe buy some green candles, whatever works for you. But the heart chakra is the hardest chakra to maintain balance, right? So I see that you have a lot to offer, Taurus. You have a lot to offer. You have a lot of love within you. And you also can't be afraid to show it. That's another thing. Some of y'all end up being afraid to speak up to people about how you feel when it comes to deeper feelings. Deeper feelings. Also, all right. At the bottom of the deck, we have listen. This is in traditional tarot known as the High Priestess. This card in this deck really talks about nonverbal communication, and even verbal communication, paying attention to what people say and paying attention to what they don't say. And instead of being so ready to listen to respond, like listen to listen and to receive, and so that you're actually paying attention to the communication you're receiving. Sometimes we can get so caught up, especially in matters of love or with a soulmate. This could be a friend, it could be a family member, a lover, all right? But this is a love deck. So make sure that you're really listening to things that your love interests say, And so that way you're reading in between the lines. Because folk do just be talking and people telling themselves all the time. So if it's about like taking heed and receiving warning, Taurus, the people you care about, they do tell you. It's just that, are you really locked in? Are you really paying attention? Now, why is this pimple sticker thing all the way back here? Ridiculous. And now it just fell. All right, so we're going to get into my new deck. All right, with the two love spells and the one affirmation card. Actually, I think I want to end... nope, I'm going to go with these first. So, we have Call in a Lover. Again, use spells at your own risk. All right, this spell will help you attract a new lover. Draw a bath, gather a rose quartz crystal, rose petals, Epsom salts, and honey. Before you add the ingredients to the bath, taste the honey and call in the goddess of love, Venus. Okay, that's who rolls over y'all, right? Venus was poisoned by honey, so make sure the honey is good and will protect and honor her. This will ensure that she brings you your desires. Mix the ingredients into the water, then enter the bath. Close your eyes and consider what you want to attract, a fling, a long-term partner, or something else. Speak your intention out loud before leaving the bath. All right, that's called Calling a Lover. Second one, Come to Me. If you're longing for more attention from the one you desire or want to summon them to see you in person, try this magical blend. Using a mortar, M-O-R-T-A-R, and pestle, P-E-S-T-L-E, blend 1 tablespoon each of black coffee grounds, shredded candle wax, cornstarch, dried lavender, coriander, and raw sugar. So blend 1 tablespoon each of black coffee grounds, shredded candle wax, cornstarch, dried lavender, coriander, and raw sugar. Sprinkle the mixture around your phone while you're texting with the object of your affection, or place some on top of a pink candle and burn the candle to manifest romance. All right, that's called Come to Me. Now, the love meditation that you have here is named Wash Away Troubles. Water is a powerful tool for healing and restoring your body and soul. In this meditation, you'll take a bath or shower to wash away any difficult emotions so that you can approach romance with positivity. As you bathe or shower, close your eyes and imagine all of the stress pouring out into the water. Picture any difficult emotions or memories washing away down the drain until the tension in your mind and body is released. As you step out of the shower or bath, speak these words: I am cleansed, energized, and peaceful. I am cleansed, energized, and peaceful. This meditation is especially powerful for Pisces signs. All right. Again, love spells at your own risk. I don't even play about that. All right. So I have these romance angels here. So these things could be relevant for you. At the bottom of the deck, I saw wedding. The first card that came out here is codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So this is the second time something about addictions have come out in your reading, Taurus, and this makes me think that you may have a parent, who is codependent, and you may have picked up on that, and that is actually an addiction as well. When you are a book I read by Melanie Beadle called Codependent No More, they treat codependency like any other addiction, and you go through the 12 steps. So if you're codependent, that is something to, work on for sure. That could be something that's blocking like healthy relationships. We have engagement right now. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, engagement. So that can mean, some of you all may end up, getting engaged. I don't know the time frame for that. Or this could also mean just that like your love life is ascending. So for some of you, that doesn't mean like immediately going to engagement. If you're not in a relationship at all, maybe somebody's going to be engaging with you more, and maybe that's going to end up being your boyfriend. You never know. You take it how it resonates, all right? And then we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So some of you all may be very, very single right now, all right? And that engagement is not until a little down the line, but this person is worth, waiting for, or you're worth waiting for. You guys might be both calling each other in. So keep that in mind, Taurus. But definitely work through your shadow work, all right? Be mindful about who you're receiving advice from. Listen and go from there. All right? I love y'all. Thank you again for the views. See you next time.